friends, welcome back. Happy April as well. I cannot believe we're already in April. This year is flying by. Also, I have a slightly different setup because I was having a little clear out of the cupboards behind me there, and I found my little tripod, so no longer have to balance it on this sort of shelf in front of my window. But anyway, if you're new here, my name's Shauna and it's lovely to meet you. Today's video might be slightly different because my friend and I are going to go for a little day trip to Stirling. The weather isn't the best. It's pretty windy out there and it has been raining this morning as well, but I'm still really excited. Sorry, I got distracted there by something outside the window, but I am still really excited for a spontaneous little trip. We just decided, was it yesterday I think, that we were going to go to Stirling today. And it's a bit later in the day. She'll be coming kind of in the next 5 minutes or so, and we'll be catching the like 12 o'clock train, I think, to Stirling. This video might be slightly different in format to my usual day trip vlogs though, because I am with a friend. I don't want to constantly be talking to my phone. Like, if I'm by myself, that's fine, or if I'm with my mum, she's used to me by now. But because I'm with my friend, I would rather maybe just film and then maybe do a little voiceover. So we'll see how that goes. That's what I'm thinking at the moment anyway. I have packed my bag behind me. I just need to put my shoes on and my coat and wait for my friend to arrive. Welcome to Stirling! So we didn't really have any plans of what we wanted to do in Stirling. It was my friend Nadia's first time to visit the city, and I'm not very familiar with it either. I've only been there a couple of times, so I thought it would be a good idea just to head up towards the castle and see what we saw along the way. And we ended up standing outside a church called the Church of Holyrood, and we debated about whether to go inside or not, and it's going to make us sound terrible, but because you had to pay to go inside, we decided that we would maybe save our money and pay to go into the castle instead. But actually, a young man was standing nearby and heard us talking about it and said that he could get us inside for free if we joined his tour. So we didn't really have any idea what was going on, or, you know, what kind of tour. Was it just us? But we just followed him, and he led us into this church, which was actually his church that he worships at, and he gave us the most thorough tour I have ever been on. And yeah, he told us every scrap of history he could think of about this church as we walked around. All the amazing stained glass windows have stories behind them. Some of them are really old and some of them were just installed a couple of years ago. The church also has a really rich history, sort of dating back to the 15th century. It was a favourite place of worship for the Stuart kings and queens, and in 1567, the coronation of Mary Queen of Scots' son, James VI, took place here. So yeah, there was just so much to see, so much to absorb, and we ended up staying here a lot longer than we were anticipating to stay here. While we were looking at the church's very impressive organ, we learned a fun fact that I thought I would share with you. Have you heard of the term to pull out all the stops? Well, apparently it comes from organ playing, where it means to bring into play every rank of pipes, thereby creating the fullest possible sound. So there's a fun fact for you. So the tour ended up lasting over an hour, and we'd mentioned to him that we probably would head up towards Stirling Castle for a quick look before going for lunch, and he ended up showing us a shortcut through the old town cemetery, which at that time of the year was really lovely because they had so many daffodils, and it also was a sort of a good viewpoint of the city. And then we headed up for a little look at Stirling Castle, but decided not to go in because we didn't have really enough time to visit, and we were quite hungry, so we set off to find somewhere for lunch instead. Whenever I'm visiting somewhere, I always make sure to do a little bit of research and see if there are any independent bookshops, and when I did that for Stirling, an amazing little cafe called the Book Nook popped up, which is part bookshop, part cafe. So we headed there and thankfully got a seat because it seems to be a really popular space with locals and students, and we did really enjoy sitting there and being surrounded by books. If memory serves, it was a little bit noisy, but that just sort of is the atmosphere of some cafes, and yeah, we really enjoyed what we had to eat there as well. So that's the end of the video, and because it was such an unconventional video and the fact that it took me 2 months to edit and finally post it, I thought it was only right to sit down and end this video properly. Actually, first of all, you might, if you're a regular watcher, notice that things are slightly different in the background, and that's because every now and then I just get this urge to rearrange my living room. So it might not stay like this for very long, but I've currently rearranged it so that I can look out the window a little bit better. And actually last night when I was looking out the window, I didn't close my blinds, I saw a fox on the hut roof and it jumped onto the wall and ran along it, so that was really fun to see. But yeah, just in case you're wondering why things are different in the background, quite possibly by the time I film and upload the next video, this will all be back to normal again. But anyway, hope you enjoyed that very short and sweet Stirling vlog. We just had a very chill, relaxing day and just really went with the flow. And thankfully, Nadia's just up for sort of mooching about and seeing what we see. We probably missed out a lot of Stirling landmarks. I think we definitely did. I didn't mention the jail, like the old jail, or I don't know if I even saw the Wallace Monument. It might have been in the distance in one of the videos, but I would love to do the Wallace Monument one day. So hopefully one day I'll have a proper Stirling video where I go inside Stirling Castle, maybe go to the monument, maybe visit the jail. I've never been in there. So yeah, maybe in the future we'll have a proper Stirling vlog. But for that, for this video, it was just sort of hanging out with us for an afternoon. But yeah, anyway, I hope you're all doing well and thank you so much if you made it this far, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!